What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different, as you can tell. Today we're going to be looking at some mods, some mods, a mod on Blade and Sorcery Nomad, and that is going to be the wonderful mod known as the Nomad Rim. I love the mod, it's a good mod, big Star Wars fan, you know, so I got a Luke Skywalker's outfit. This is not part of the Nomad Rim, this is a separate mod which I will show in a bit. And this is the Nomad Rim. This is Obi-Wan Kenobi's 2nd gen lightsaber with an unstable crystal. But there's not just that. There's a whole book full of stuff. So guess what I'm going to show? The whole book full of stuff. That book of stuff. Book. The spikes by there. Okay, so I'm back. Don't know how he got there. Now let's look at this. So we got the whole book full of things. In my opinion, this is one of my favourites. You may recognise it from the Phantom Menace. I think this is the one he uses in the Phantom Menace. But this is what's his name now? Darth Maul's lightsaber. Yeah, iconic, gold-plated weapon. And all sabers do something cool though, and that is if you throw them, they spin like a little frisbee, and then they fall to the ground all like anti-dramatically. But if you hold the grip, it's kind of cool. I like it. Whoa! I can see through the mirror. Whoa! That's not what we want. Yeah, there's tons of different lightsabers. I'm not going to show off a lot. Like, you know, I'll just show off like the iconic ones. Like Count Dooku's. That's very cool. You know. This is one of the a lightsaber. Actually, the blaster. Yeah, stop. See, good. Like, you have like Kylo Ren's lightsaber. This one is not one of my favorites. Kylo Ren's kind of mid. You know, just in case you're a fan of him. There you go. And actually, that's kind of sure. This is a decoration. And like most Star Wars mods, you don't know with Kylo Ren's lightsaber. That's not fixing it from. It works. You know, there's all those. You know, you go down to the bottom. You know, Dark Dimension Vader's lightsaber. Don't know what that is. Sorry. I can hold it. That's cool. You've got Yoda's lightsaber. Look at the trail. If I were a rich man. You've got the Youngling lightsaber, which is, well, what the Younglings use. Master Skywalker, yeah, whatever. Then you've got the kyber crystals. When you look through these, you can actually change what your lightsaber looks, what your lightsaber hilt looks. So if I take Obi-Wan lightsaber, I then go down to the bottom of it. I know the kyber crystal tool. Slap that. Boom, kyber crystal. If I go back to the top and I say, I don't know. And I say, I don't know, I want a, let's say a dark saber in it. Boom, dark saber. You know, it's like cool stuff like that. And just make sure I'm still recording. Yes, I am. You know that. You also have though blasters. Blasters are very cool. I keep a few on me, but I don't put them in the rack. So we got this is one of my favorites, the scat shot. You can actually change if you have a look when I stack cover, but if I get out the book, this is the same gun look. If I get out the book, it's yellow. That is because I used a blaster battery, which can be used to change the colour of your blaster bullet. So that's blue. If I wanted a yellow one, for example, I take that, slam that into the gun, boom, my gun's bullets are yellow. But anyways, I'll go through all the nerdy shit in a different video. One more last thing then, you can also make custom lightsabers. So you take yourself a lightsaber builder. I'm just going to make a shitty one because I don't really care. So you put like an elemental switch if you wanted to. Put that one. I'm just going to put in, I just realized I'm making this all elemental. Oh, give me a second, people. I wanted that one on the bottom, I could. I can do a sleeve with peace and justice. Swiss sleeve, power and control. If I then close the box, if you notice, it's all weird now. I've built a lightsaber. Then you know something else. It's just a funny beating stick. Just like beat the absolute shit out of someone with it. I can't actually use it. Right, he's covered in blood. I'm gonna have to blur that. If I were a rich man. He's dead. Yeah, so you can build your own lightsaber. What does that say? Afugaku. Yeah, Afugaku. So, but again, back to the kyber crystals. If I wanted to make this a green saber, because I just feel like it fits the green kind of saber vibe. I really got it. Hold on. I'm going to my mod. Despawn all creatures. Actually, I'm going to delete the mirror as well. It's getting really fucking annoying. Ooh, mirror's gone. Yeah, I don't want that anymore. This is one of my custom lightsabers. It's got this kind of stuff. I don't know what I put on it actually. Let me have a look. It's got stuff on it. It's got the sleeve of Peace and Justice 2. It's got the... It's not that one. Pommel for Peace and Justice 2. It's then got the sleeve for Power and Control. Fuck. I just deleted my lightsaber. If I were a rich man. Right, anyways. You got Rebel Alliance armor. So you got like the gloves. The gloves look cool, I think. I don't really like them. You got like a bunch of stormtrooper bodies, misc items. You got like, actually you got binoculars. I've never seen these. That's cool. It's very loud. You've got a thermal detonator. I can't get this thing to work. It goes beep 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 beep, and then like nothing happens. It just clicks like this for ages for me. I'm just gonna delete it. You've got jetpacks, so you've got the white one. So when you jump, if you hold and jump up, then you can fly with it. That's cool, you know. Effects. You got pouches for thermal detonators, a universal pouch. You just put. So if I wanted, I don't know, what's that? Just go grab it. If I wanted infinite Darth Vader lightsabers. No, I could grab it. I think no. I don't know how that works. Yeah, so you got that kind of stuff. Then you've got like the kyber expansion, which gives you a bunch more crystals. You know, like a shit ton of crystals. You got a bunch of new lightsabers. You got the midnight saber, which is just Kylo Ren. You got the OG Azurian Acolyte lightsaber, which would be a lightsaber staff because it looks the same on both ends. Then we just this on one side, unless you're meant to put the crystal on the other side. I don't know. Maybe she just popped into it. I've never seen that before. Well, then if we go back up, you got the Clone Trooper pack. This is a what's it called? This is a requirement for the mod, and I mean the new one. Recording. Anyways, this is a requirement for the mod. So when you have like waves over here, you got the Star Wars pack. That's separate actually. the clone troopers. So if you want them to use, so if I just do that, so this is them. If I spawn them in, I just have to wait just a few seconds. Boom. He has a sword. Like, you get the deal. You know. You want this part of the mod to work. You need this. Let me just quickly go to creatures. Despawn. Maybe 5. Yeah. And if you go up, you'll find, if you download the right mod pack, the Star Wars character pack, which is how I've got on Luke Skywalker's armor. It's got Palpatine, it's got Starkiller, Captain Rex, Luke, Kylo Ren, Han Solo, Count Dooku, Commander Cody, Chewbacca, Cal Kestis. That's it. If you want Lord Vader, you download that as a separate mod. That's on what's literally just called like the Darth Vader something. Just don't get the battle damage one. You then also got Darth Maul. Darth Maul is one of my favourite characters. His outfits were there. But now we're past all the jiff chaff. That's just like kind of explaining the mod, easing into it. And this is just going to be a time lapse, I guess, of me just fighting different characters. So enjoy that. Okay guys, so that's going to be the end of this video. If you would like, whoa, that's really glitchy, whoa. Right, anyways, if you would like to see more of the Nomad Rim, maybe, maybe do some dungeons, stuff like that, then just hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.